Picture this. A fresh Tamil thriller titled Mask 2025 hits theaters on November 21st, 2025, and right from the get-go, it's sparking conversations about whether it's the next big thing in Kollywood or just a modest opener. If you're a movie buff wondering how audiences are responding, stick around as we break down the first-day box office buzz. You won't want to miss the regional surprises that could divide opinions. Let's talk numbers first. On its debut day, Mask 2025 pulled in an estimated 0.43 crores in net collections across India. For those new to box office lingo, net collection means the money earned from ticket sales after theater cuts, giving a clear snapshot of the film's domestic pull. Keep in mind, this is real-time data pulled together with just the advance bookings from the next couple of hours factored in. We're aiming for a solid estimate by 10 p.m., and it'll refresh every hour on the dot, 5 minutes past the hour. A quick heads up for media folks. Please hold off on calling these the final figures. Those drop officially at 10 p.m. each day to avoid any mix-ups. Breaking it down further, here's how the collections stacked up over that single day. Day 1, opening Friday, 0.43 crash. No change from previous, as it's the start. Total so far, 0.43 crash. When it comes to broader reaches, the one-day India net sits at 0.43 crash, while worldwide, overseas, and India gross figures are still tallying up. Expect those to fill in as the night progresses. Gross, by the way, includes taxes and other add-ons, painting a fuller picture of revenue. Now, shifting to audience turnout, Mask managed an overall occupancy of 17.53% in Tamil Nadu theaters for its 2D screenings on that Friday. Occupancy is basically the percentage of seats that were filled. Think of it as a popularity meter, showing how many folks turned up to watch. It's not blockbuster level packed yet, but for an opening day in a crowded market, it's a foothold. And this is the part most people miss. While the numbers seem steady, they hint at untapped potential in key cities. Diving into the showtimes for Tamil 2D across the state. Morning shows, 11.49%. A slower start as early birds might be at work or school. Afternoon shows, 21.06%, picking up steam as the day heats up. Evening shows, 20.04%, primetime drawing crowds after daily routines. Night shows, 0%. No data yet, or perhaps screenings hadn't wrapped by reporting time. Pro tip for mobile users. If you're viewing this on your phone, tilt to landscape for the easiest read on the details below. Zooming in on major regions, the occupancy varied wildly, which is fascinating. And yeah, a bit controversial. Does this reflect uneven marketing, or are local tastes clashing with the film's vibe? Check out these highlights. Chennai, 26.33% overall. Morning, 14%. Afternoon, 32%. Evening, 33%. Night, 0. 219 shows. The capital showed solid love, proving urban audiences are hooked. Bengaluru, 7.67%. 7%, 6%, 10%, 0%. 82 shows. A bit tepid. Maybe competition from other releases. Madurai, 11.00%. 12%, 12%, 9%, 0%. 50 shows. Coimbatore, 12.33%. 10%, 16%, 11%, 0%. 100 shows. 20%, 17%, 20%, 23%, 0%. 16 shows. Impressive for a smaller spot. Salem, 14.33%. 15%, 16%, 12%, 0%. 32 shows. Vellore, 19.33%, 13%, 22%, 23%, 0%, 12 shows. Dindigul, 15.33%, 13%, 15%, 18%, 0%. Kochi, 9.00%, 0%, 9%, 0%. Trichy, 12.33%, 11%, 13%, 13%, 0%. 21 shows. Trivandrum, 3.00%, 0%, 3%, 8 shows. Ouch. The lowest is Kerala scene just tougher for Tamil imp. But here's where it gets controversial. With Chennai leading the pack but places like Trivandrum barely scraping by. is Mask truly a pan-India contender, or is it sticking to its Tamil roots too closely? Some might argue this uneven spread signals a marketing misstep, while others see it as room for word-of-mouth growth. What do you think? Does a 17.53% occupancy scream sleeper hit, or needs more buzz? Drop your takes in the comments. I'd love to hear if you're rooting for a comeback or predicting a fade-out. A little more about the film. Mask 2025 is generating hype in the Kollywood scene, blending suspense with stellar performances that could make it a fan favorite. For all the freshest updates on Tamil box office triumphs and trends, keep your eyes glued to our feed. We've got you covered. Disclaimer: these box office insights are gathered from multiple reliable sources and are in-depth analysis. They're meant as helpful estimates, but remember, they're not set in stone. SACNILC doesn't guarantee absolute accuracy, so take them with a grain of salt as official tallies roll in.